after 2 starter doses. Stay busy may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them.
Hey y'all, welcome to my channel.
Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or coughs, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
This is my co-host, Mr. Magoo. Ooh, let me get this box. There's a box. Okay. Mr. Magoo. Hi. He had a good time. I let him out today. Because I went to sleep. I actually slept and I woke up. It was like 12 something. So I let him out and I look and he goes across the parking lot into the grass and he's like stalking and I see this form and I'm like, it was on the other side of the fence, chain link fence. And I see it and I'm like, is that a raccoon? No, it was another cat, but it was like still. So they're having this like showdown. So it all worked out. He will come back for a shake of catnip. So I got his little bag of catnip and I go, and he'll come back. I just give him his freedom. He went out this morning and, there's frost on the ground and he was running so fast and he can take like 3 strides. And I mean, he is so fast because his legs are so long. Mr. Magoo. My butt. Wait. And then here's Darble. I want to take Darble out. But oh my God, I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. Oh God. I'm having tests. I had all these blood tests. Hey, whoever. Somebody came and they left. I had all these blood tests. And somebody needs to tell me what time it is. Because today we're having like a special guest at the church. So it's commercials now, but I'm going to get back to the reunion. And yes, my place is a mess, but I'm going to clean it up.
Please.
Yes, Harry.
Blanches. I'm good. I'm ready to talk to Maria. Ready? 3, 2,
1.
The 90-Day Fiancé before the 90 days. The couple tell all. And joining us now, we have Akini's brother, Fidel. Hi, Fidel. Welcome.
Hi.
Akini, has Fidel ever scared off any of your previous suitors?
Yes, every time. He's very strict, just like my dad. He has that aura around him that just says no nonsense.
Fidel, how do you think Benjamin handled himself in Kenya?
Okay, he was average. If I may say average.
Average? I don't know how to put it. He's average because Benjamin does not have that pollen extension much. Being poly, yani.
What does that mean, Benjamin?
I don't know much Swahili, so I don't know what it means.
He doesn't have the alphabet kind of
yes.
that matches to my dad and my brother. Do you consider yourself an alphabet?
I don't let people walk all over me, but yeah. I mean, I try to be respectful and, but if I come in demanding into somebody else's home, that wouldn't be right either.
Can I say something? When I first met my ex in Morocco, he handled himself. He was very in control and very much alpha male and knew everything that was going on.
And as soon as he got here to America, it completely changed. He had no idea where he was. He didn't know how to drive a car, where the grocery store was, how to mail a letter. He knew nothing about it. And it changes your whole demeanor. So in Benjamin's defense, maybe it's because he was in her country, and when she comes to America, maybe it's completely different.
I can understand why she would think that, but you need to look like you know what you're doing. So for the most part, you didn't.
All right, we'll put a pin in that. Dating across cultures often requires learning to deal with someone who may believe differently than you. Let's see what happened when some of those belief systems collided and our partners attempted to lay down the law.
Avery, yeah, we're celebrating tonight.
Yeah?
Get a glass of wine.
Mom, I don't drink.
Wow. It's horrible.
You're not allowed to drink as a Muslim woman?
When someone drink a lot, maybe lose conscious
I know.
and do bad stuff for others.
I know.
I like everyone to wear what a Muslim girl wear. It shouldn't be a super tight. It should not be seen in the other way that's woman.
No. You think?
It's tight.
It is tight. You don't like it?
Yeah.
If she feels pretty and she feels comfortable, why wouldn't she be allowed to wear that? Should we tell Omar what he's allowed to wear? What I really want to wear is this.
So sexy, not like this.
No.
في مرات تلبس حوايج سكسي ويجذب الانتباه وحاجة اللي تخلق في البشر. No, this is not good.
This is the first time that I've seen Ziad be in any way controlling. I don't like it.
I'm hiding margarita before.
You'll probably like it.
Can I have that?
That's the only one that she's allowed.
Thank you.
I'm drunk.
Don't get drunk.
I can talk to you if I'm drunk. Oh my god.
Alcohol is not a major part of my life, so I'm really kind of taken aback right now.
Okay. Benjamin, why did you have a problem with Akini drinking?
It's not so much drinking, it's just drinking to a point that you're not able to control yourself.
I didn't know I would get that drunk. I've never had a margarita in my life.
I didn't think that you would from one margarita, so
That seems like something safe to do. So,
Fidel, how did you feel about seeing Benjamin wanting to control how much Akini was drinking?
That is the man that I want. He's the man of the house, the head of the house. He should be doing that.
Akini, how do you feel about that?
Oh, that was cute.
Well, we have a never-before-seen clip of Benjamin's night out with Fidel. Take a look, Akini.
tonight I'm going out with Fidel and a couple of his friends, and just working more on earning his trust and getting to know him.
Have a toast to Benjamin. Yeah. Welcome to the crew. Welcome to our crew.
So, Akini, Benjamin was out drinking. How did you feel about that?
I mean, you can't tell me not to drink if you are drinking.
I haven't told you that you can't drink.
And you can't preach water and drink wine.
I have said that I don't want to see it get to a point of not being able to be in control of yourself.
Akini, did you know they had gone out drinking?
No, I didn't. I just thought they were going to have some meat, roasted meat.
We did have some roasted meat.
You did have some roasted meat.
It was good.
washed it down with some alcohol.
And we washed it down with some drinks.
So does Fidel think that it's okay for him to drink and not Akini?
Well, Fidel?
We are trying to bond with Benjamin. I did that to see how he reacted with the drinks. He passed my exams.
Good.
Okay, Avery, I'm going to head over to you. We saw you want to pick a particular dress. How does it feel to have a man tell you what you should and should not wear?
I like to get Omar's input on what I'm wearing. If he doesn't feel comfortable with me in it, I don't really care to change. It doesn't bother me.
Did it bother you that I fought with you over what I wore to the restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you mean for your clothes?
Yes.
That's not good here.
I'm not used to being told what I can wear. And so I didn't react very well to that. He's not upset with me wearing that shirt. It was because we were in his country.
My country, not like America or Europa. In my country, not normal.
Jennifer, what about you? Could you live in a place that restricted what you could wear when you were outside of your home?
No, I wouldn't. I like to express myself and be free about it.
Okay. Fidel, how do you think Benjamin handled the bride price?
Benjamin never took the advices that I gave him. He never finished everything. Benjamin owes me.
How much more does Benjamin owe on the bride price?
Something that he can manage.
Okay.
The bride price is technically a way of telling the parents, thank you for raising this child to this certain point. In Africa, going to school is very expensive. So someone who's going to school up to the university level is high up on the bride price.
Her father did bring out the school records.
Okay, to prove that she had this level of education.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are you worried about how much the bride price will be?
It's something that weighs on my mind.
Sure.
Making sure that I'm able to fully, complete everything.
Right. Do you have a budget?
Well, Keeney's priceless in my mind.
Okay.
So no, I don't have a budget in mind.
Okay.
So the next time that I go to Kenya,
yeah,
I need to finish the bride price.
I hope it all works out. Fidel, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Coming up,
She had to know that was going to cause drama.
Yeah. I think you should sell that ring.
and later, Maria, did you ever love Caesar?
In the next 90 days, I'll either be married or heartbroken.
It's the biggest risk I've ever taken.
90 Day Fiancé premieres Sunday at 8 on TLC.
You know that look? That life of the party look. Walk it off look. 1 more mile look. Reply all look. Own your look with fewer lines. There's only one Botox Cosmetics. It's the only one FDA approved to temporarily make frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead lines look better. The effects of Botox Cosmetics may spread hours.
I'm just turning the commercials off. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have back problems. It hurts. My back hurts. Oh my gosh. Oh. Got a heating pad in the mail. It won't reach. Fantastic. Oh. It helps. And this heating pad has a sponge. I hate to. I'm not gonna unsnap it. Okay, it's got a sponge in it that you take out and soak in water, put it back in there for wet heat. So that's really what I need on my sore muscles. Heat. I had fun today. Today I saw This is absolutely crazy. I saw Harriet Tubman, and at first I was kind of pissed off. I say pissed off. Look at this hair. I was well, number one, the actress that they pick is not American, and people don't understand like literary criticism or film cinematic criticism. What do I think of the actress? Okay, all right. I felt there were some lacking things. I mean, I felt that her performance was a bit lacking in some areas. And also, I just want to he's not asleep. He ain't asleep. But um her performance was lacking in some areas. And you know what I think, or you know what I know? I know that, ooh, let's see my diamonds shake. Blue diamonds. That when you have a or an, the correct word to use is an, when you have, or no, a, when you have a historic reference, or when you have like blood memory, look at my bruise. I should go to the police and say, they grabbed me, they grabbed me. But when you have the blood of slaves running through your veins, you're not cool about, XYZ, you know? And also what I found is they did not show the brutality of slavery. They did not show it. And I guess this was more like I guess I would say a G-rated or a Disney sort of rated criticism or depiction of slavery, because how many slaves actually knew what lawyers were, and how many slaves actually had access, or how many black folks actually had access to legal documents, so that came across to me as bullshit. People were treated like animals, when we're over and captured in Africa and made to lay on top of each other naked, women bleeding, people sick, throwing up, shitting on each other in the slave ship, and coming over. It's not like all of a sudden we're here and everybody's cleaned up and, dressed up in nice clothes. And it just wasn't like that. So I felt that that was very insincere. But I also appreciate, like, on that level, that that's what they chose to do. Very sanitized version. And I appreciate that. And actually, I was wanting to feel things. And for the most part, I just felt in my own body uncomfortable because, like, I have some issues, arthritic issues. And so I was just uncomfortable. And I thought I might have to leave the theater, actually. But the seats were very comfortable. I took up like 3 seats because I had my bag, a backpack in one. I was in the middle, and then there was another one, and I could put my leg over. So it was comfortable. The seats were comfortable, but I was uncomfortable. And I wasn't sure like how much longer I could sit there. And also I had to take a cab 6 miles through cornfields. So I was thinking about that. So then at the end of the film, and it's not a spoiler, but I want to see this redone. I want to see a version with blood. Okay. The fiance thing is back on, so I'll turn it on, but and don't stare at my ass.
Guy, physically, to be honest.
I'm a manicure kind of guy, not a dirt under the fingernail kind of guy.
That's because you're a pussy.
I bought you a ring.
I want to give it to you as a promise ring.
So this is not an engagement?
And I actually bought the ring for Veronica. Like she wore another ring.
I want another. It was for another woman. So it's.
Tim, did you buy Jennifer her own ring yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. So, Avery, Rebecca, and Darcy, what if your significant other gave you a ring that he had given another woman?
No.
Never. I'd rather have a rubber band on my finger than.
And I'll tell you something else. Veronica knew that when she gave it to him. I want to believe that she's a good person, but she had to know that that was going to cause drama.
Yeah.
I don't think Veronica had bad intentions. I think she was really just trying to be a friend and help me out.
I only can put the guilty in Tim.
Good answer.
Because I think he should sell that ring.
And get you a new one.
Yes, bigger than that one.
I want bigger.
He needs to do it for me.
Tell me this. Veronica keeps saying that Jennifer does not know what she's getting into by dating you. What does she mean by that?
I mean, I don't know. I think I'm a pretty stand-up
No, I think
guy.
I know already. I already know.
You
what she
already
means.
know, Jennifer?
You will see the roller coaster. You just are like a roller coaster inside of you.
I mean, I can be moody. You know.
He's moody, quietly moody. That's worse. He's like moody. I'm loud and I express. Maybe my problem is that I express them too much.
Yes. And that was a problem with us because you know, we don't really know each other in person, and she had never really seen that side because when I'm at home, if I get moody, we just hang up. I'll talk to you later, and you go back to your lives 2,000 miles apart. When you're in person, you can't really hide that.
Jennifer, you used a very derogatory word that starts with the letter P when you described Tim.
It's more of like a joke between us. He always was so delicate and we were playing and I say that to him. And he say, I love when you do that. I love when you call me that I am a
Michael, do you think that's funny, huh?
Yeah. Every couple they have the way they talk.
Mine's baby girl. Just throwing that out there.
I'm not saying it's normal, but
Sugar britches.
you know, she always says it in a joking way. It's just I am kind of, you know.
Yeah, but that's so derogatory. It's not good.
He should have went on the swing though. Let's be honest. I don't know.
Would you have gone on the swing?
I would have.
20 times.
Not see,
Tom said he would not have gone on the
serious?
swing.
that swing. You had to see that swing in person. That rope broke, you were dead. I mean, it was off a cliff. So I'm good. Like I'm good on that.
Let me ask you this, Jennifer, because I've heard you mention that you thought Tim was gay. And Tim, you've read the comments on social media.
Obviously.
You know people have questioned your sexuality.
Yeah.
What would you say to those people?
I mean, I've been, questioned about my sexuality for probably the last 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, this experience with her does not help my case at all because people are like, oh, she's a beautiful woman. If I were you, I would have nailed that on the first or second night. It's a completely different experience when you're overseas and you've got the stress of meeting family. So I'm not gay. I didn't used to be a woman. I was born a man. I'm not bisexual. None of those things. I like women. But it's not the first time I've heard that, and I'm sure it won't be the last.
Yeah, he's definitely not gay. I'm sure of it. I'm very sure of it. But I thought in that moment that he may be because I couldn't find a real reason, but he is very respectful.
So before we go on, I just want to get a status update.
I still love Jennifer. I think she still loves me, and I really want her to be able to come and see what America's like and what my real life is. I want her to come to my house, and see the real me.
It's cross fingers and hope I can visit him very soon.
Okay. All right, we've got plenty ahead. Stay with us. Coming up, why did you wait until the end of your trip to tell Ziad that you were still legally married?
If his family were to find out, he'd have to choose between me or his family.
Well, they're going to find out. And later, Do you believe it was a game that Maria was playing you?
I think that
There's really no other salon on Long Island that's like this.
this is crazy.
It's run by my family.
Wait, how do I stop it?
Everything is over the top. Extra is our middle name.
Unpolished, November 17th at 10 on TLC and TLC Go.
I don't like vegetables.
Who likes chicken nuggets? There's vegetables in the chicken nuggets. New Purdue Chicken Plus with a quarter cup of veggies hidden in every serving.
Not even our competitor's best battery can match the power of Energizer, because Energizer Ultimate Lithium is the longest lasting AA battery in the world. Energizer, backed by science, matched by no one.
I missed you guys.
Buy Totino's and get bonus in-game content.
Morning, noon, night. Indulgent, delicious, irresistible. Fancy Feast makes delighting your cat delightfully easy. Every recipe, every last detail. Another fancy way to show your love. Fancy Feast, introducing savory centers. Pate with a center of gravy.
Take a moment to unwrap and unwind with Lindor. A milk chocolate shell with a smooth melting center, crafted by the Lindt master chocolatiers. Whenever, wherever. Lindor, only from Lindt.
These Eggos are so warm and fluffy, golden and crispy. I wonder if they're looking at me. They're looking at me. Eggos, this good should be shared. Here. They better take care of me when I'm older.
Would you Lego your Eggo?
When something is this good, it deserves a moment. Or two. Or three. Everyone's favorite chicken pot pie. Just one of the many craveably delicious meals from Marie Callender's. It's good mood food.
Hi, welcome to Chili's. 3 for $10 starter on free and drink anytime, anywhere. Tap to get it to go, tap to get it delivered. Your home is now Chili's, your phone is a waiter. Just a few taps, baby taps, baby taps. Together with Chili's, oh yeah, baby, yeah.
With tough food, your dentures may slip and fall. Fixodent Ultra Max Hold gives you the strongest hold ever to lock your dentures. So now you can eat tough food without worry. Fixodent and forget it.
Introducing Flawless Contour, the first rose quartz vibrating facial massager with 2 rose quartz massage heads designed to help rejuvenate, tone, and depuff. Flawless Contour, available at fine retailers everywhere.
Wait, it can't be. I'm not ready. I do spin class. What? The refrigerator? Oh, come on. Do you know how much this cost me? You're killing me. Let me rephrase that.
Your refrigerator, air conditioner, water heater will all die sometime. When they do, your homeowner's insurance won't cover them. Be sure your budget's protected with an American Home Shield home warranty. We help cover the cost to repair or replace components of your systems and appliances, no matter their age. Limitations and exclusions apply. Home systems and appliances will eventually die. Count on American Home Shield to get you back up and running.
Oh, air conditioner too?
Be sure your budget's protected. For free information, call 1-800-978-2234. That's 1-800-978-2234. Be sure with the Shield. American Home Shield. Tuesday.
We are taking Henry to the doctor today. He has some delays. He's not really able to talk and communicate what he wants. It's easy for me to stress out, like, what's wrong with him?
Counting on Tuesday at 9 on TLC.
Okay, everybody, we're about to start.
Yes, sir, I heard you, yeah. Okay, good. Alright, close the door. 3, 2.
So welcome back to 90 Day Fiancé. Before the 90 days, the couples tell all. I'm Sean Robinson. Rebecca and Zied found love despite an age gap and long distance. Let's take a look.
I am happy with you. I love this relation. Okay? Well, it's just I want you with me only. You understand? Not with other men. It's not me angry.
I just filed for divorce right before my trip here, but I don't think Ziad would like it very much to realize that he just had sex with a married woman.
Okay, well, I do have the background check. It doesn't list a job. Does he work?
So what you're saying, the only way that you will love me is if I am the way you want me. So if I take off my jacket, suddenly now I'm a bad person.
أنا طبعا بدرش على خاطر ريبكا هي ما حبيش تفهم اللي مشكلة في أمريكا كيما في تونس نقعد نحكي معها ديما ما تسمعش كلامي ممكن نبعد عليها. How much money did you like?
How much? 3 times. They are all in bed?
How much time you see with not your ex, before your ex?
Before your ex. يستنى في البروسيدور نتاع الفيزا دونك مازال عندي وقت باش نحكي مع زيد ونقنعو باللي انه يقعد هنا بحذانا. Something important that I want to tell you. I had a relationship with a woman.
What? It's not the one. My parents know this. Never. It's for me and you only. This is no good here in country Arabic because I am Muslim. This relation makes me angry. You know woman married?
Yes.
He not accept this. You are with other men.
Wow. Rebecca, why did you wait until the end of your trip to tell Ziad that number one, you had had a relationship with a woman, and number two, that you were still legally married?
The thing about the relationship with a woman, I was not about to bring Ziad here if he was going to be homophobic. I hate that. So I thought, you know what, I really need to just let him know that.
This is not good for for me because I am man Muslim. Really, I not know what to make my family, but I am sure so much angry. Yeah, because not accept this here in Tunisia, my country, Arabic, and not accept this.
There is a huge issue that we are still very worried about. If his family were to find out, he'd have to choose between me or his family.
Well, you know they're going to find out.
No, I don't know that.
You don't know that? Okay. You're not sure if they will or not. Well,
they don't watch the show. They do not speak English. Yeah, they're probably going to find out. But do I know they're going to find out? No.
They have to realize, like, this is a completely different culture.
Yeah.
And, you know, what happened in your past is your past. And that's what, as a Muslim family, they should always accept that.
I will say this. I have a lot against me right now. I've been married. I'm twice his age. I have kids. I have tattoos.
Yeah.
He, in no uncertain terms, told me I can't have any more checks off on the list and survive it.
The big surprise that I am here still married. Here, not tell me this before coming to Tunisia. For this, make me so angry this time. And
if she had told you before she went to Tunisia, would you have told her not to come?
I think yes.
I didn't intend to wait so long to tell him, but there just didn't ever seem to be a good time. So, you know, that was bad on my part. I want to make it clear, though, to everyone, the divorce papers were signed. Everything was done. The only thing that wasn't done was filing them, and now we just wait. So it's not like I'm legit still married. It was just a time process. Had he asked at any time, I would have been honest.
Let me switch gears here. Ziad, do you still have issues with Rebecca dressing too sexy?
Yes, because that's not normal. the tattoo for tattoo Rebecca might all the people see because
Just because a man tell you like, no, don't take off your jacket. I mean, I will do it. I don't care.
He was also doing it for my safety because drawing that much attention to yourself in that situation could be unsafe. He's worried about the attention that I would get, and it happened immediately. As soon as I took off my jacket, the guy sitting next to me reached out and grabbed my arm.
Now I want to invite Rebecca's business partner and friend to join us. Please welcome Melanie.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey. Welcome, Melanie. I'm glad you could be with us. Thank you for having me. So, given the business that you two are in, were you surprised Rebecca did not do a background check on Ziad before she went to Tunisia?
Yes, I was very surprised that she didn't do one. I think that was probably a case of her more so thinking with her heart than with her brain. Because of my love for my friend Rebecca, I would hate to see Ziad come and it all be on Rebecca's shoulders, you know, to have to take care of him and support him.
So initially, the financial burden is going to be completely on you.
Absolutely.
That's a big concern of mine.
Okay.
I watched Rebecca with her ex, and he came, and everything was on Rebecca to take care of him. You know, it was like having a child.
And as soon as he started making money, it wasn't my money, his money. My money was our money, his money was his money.
Okay.
She was with me throughout the entire process with my ex, and she loaned me the tracker to put on his car when I caught him cheating, and she picked me up after I kicked him out, and then she was around when I called her and told her, guess what, I'm doing it again.
Do you think that there's a possibility that when Ziad gets over here, he might change like your ex did?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep.
Hi, Ziad, can you see me?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Do you remember the last time you and I spoke? I was asking you what kind of a trade can you do as far as having a job?
I'm not like ex here. Rebecca know me good. This is my character. I had still at home, not work, okay? Any job, I work. No problem for me.
So actually what I do right now is I'm a restaurant GM, part-time PI. So he can work in one of the restaurants. And then we've talked about him going to school, and he can learn whatever he wants. I will say that there were so many red flags with my ex that I chose to ignore. And I don't have the same red flags with Ziad. None of them.
Right.
Until he's here and I can see how the relationship is going between him and Rebecca, and see how hard he is trying to get a job, then I'll be able to tell more so. You know, we'll just have to see.
There's no one in my life that feels good about this. Everyone is supporting me because they love me, but there's no one in my life that is like, this is the best thing you've ever done. This is great.
I just don't know yet. You know, I know that her trip to Tunisia, they had a great time. That was vacation. And my concern is once Ziad gets here, you know, the 90 days are over and true life sets in. Until he's here and they start that life, I'm not 100% sold.
Okay. Melanie, we want to thank you for joining us and giving us your very honest opinion about Ziad and Rebecca's relationship. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
When we come back, we will speak with both Caesar and Maria about their 5-year relationship. We've got plenty ahead. Stay with us.
Let's take a break.
I'm excited to see if Maria pops up, and if she does, I do have words for her. She's playing him, and she's like using somebody, and that's definitely not okay.
Coming up, like this screams just run, scam, red flag to me.
She was manipulating you. You used him, and you know that.
shortly. But first, let's take a look back at Caesar's journey.
In a few days, I'm flying to Mexico to meet my Ukrainian girlfriend Maria for the first time. And we're
I'm so
5 years
tired.
ago on an
I'm so
international
tired.
date.
God, please help me.
I had planned to meet Maria in Ukraine, but she wants to meet in Mexico. If she knew it was her mom's birthday, why didn't she just say it to me? So then I wouldn't have went and booked you. Why is she going to tell me at the last minute? She's breaking my heart right now. Look, babe, I just booked your plane ticket. Now we're going to be together. Here we go. I love you. All right? There's something that worries me. My flight is tomorrow, and I haven't heard from Maria in 2 days.
Somebody trying to call Walter Sellers Senior Apartment. If this is a sales call, please take me off your list. If you're an applicant, please continue to try. Thank you.
For me, and I think that that's really romantic. Damn, man. She said her flight's canceled.
I just want to go to Mexico, please. I really am thirsty. Why? I'm tired, really tired. Maybe it's really not our right to be together in this life. Maybe sorry, it's fine. We love it.
I'm heartbroken right now. It was just a game. That's all it was. That's all it was. Just a big game. So.
Caesar, how are you doing?
I'm feeling all right.
What was it like looking back at that moment when you realized after all of your planning for this trip, Maria wasn't showing up?
Yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking because, I was really, really set on being there with her, and then all of a sudden that just messed me all up. I just felt like I just mismanaged, like I just had spent too much on trying to get everything ready for her. And then when I mismanaged my money to try to get everything ready, it was like everything just fell out,
You hadn't heard from her in 2 days. Why did you think she was actually going to come?
I had faith in her. I knew probably I just figured that something happened and she didn't come on. Can you hear me? Maria?
No, Maria's not here.
Oh. At that time, I felt like, how can you fix it? It's already too late.
And then she ended up breaking up with you.
Yeah.
No, I would have hit the bar and had some fun. That's the only thing you can do. I genuinely feel sorry for you. It must be a horrible situation to find yourself in when you've gone somewhere, you've organised it to the best of your ability. You turn up there with all the hope and passion of finding that person being there for the first time and then them not being there. That must have been a real hard, bitter pill to swallow.
And plus having the hotel room and then you're the only one that's in the room.
The faith that you have in that woman is unbelievable. I feel like that she understood that the jig was up, that she couldn't string him along anymore. She either showed up this time or she knew that she had to say that it was over. But I don't think she was in it for the right reasons.
You've tried to see her so many times.
Yeah.
And she's always made an excuse in the day of to say, it's my mom's birthday. You know your mom's birthday every year. Tell her
it's the same day every year.
I'm sorry for him. If she canceled one, that's understandable. Twice, right? He shouldn't have been in that relationship in the first place.
She was getting this money. She was taking advantage of you. Like, wait until you find the right person. Yeah. And it's going to be amazing. And that's all you have to do.
You will find somebody that has the same faith in you that you have in her.
Exactly.
If all of you were in this situation, would you have given up sooner?
Yes. You make a meeting at one point and that it got canceled and canceled again, I would have been finished at that time.
Depends what you created in your mind's eye.
Right. We weren't in the conversations that you were having. I feel positive she made you feel like she loved you, or you would not be doing what you were doing.
Caesar, looking back, do you think there was anything that you could have done differently?
You know, actually, no. There's nothing I could have did. She could have called. She could have told me something earlier, and then it would have been. She would have been there.
Right.
And I've tried. You know.
You've read on social media. You know, they said that you were a sucker. That you were not smart for falling for whatever this was. I mean, what would you say to those people who say those things on social media?
The thing that I see is that they don't know her like I know her, and they weren't there having those conversations, and they see that she's like that she's fake, but she's actually like a real person.
Right.
You know, it just feels like I can't finish because she's not there.
I'm torn with Caesar, and I hate it because he's such a nice guy, and you really want to feel sorry for him, but at the same time, like, this screams just run, scam, red flag to me, and I have to wonder just why you didn't recognize it. And I mean, I know that like love is blind and we get sucked into the idea of love, but at 5 years, 3 canceled trips, and it almost seems like you're still defending her. You got scammed. That's it.
All the excuses, the money, when he would do so much for her and she would say, you don't care or you're not trying enough, like she was manipulating you, and that is so sad.
I think that if you are in love, and I mean, if you have a woman and you want to spoil her, that's not bad. That is not a wrong thing if she deserves it. But I mean, the fact that she never appeared in communication, that means to me that totally disrespectful for him, and that she doesn't care about him. He needs to move on. He needs to move on, and he needs to find someone that really loves him.
For each bedroom.
Caesar, what did you do with the ring that you got Maria?
I kept it. I kept the ring. You know, I could have went and I could have just went back and got my money and just did that, but I wanted to just keep it.
That's good. There's nothing wrong with that.
And I kept the edible patties, and I had a whip.
We lost on that one here, Caesar. Oh gosh.
What really makes me really pissed off right now is that, she's not here and I still can't say what I want to say. But now it's just like I'm just here.
Where does your relationship today stand with Maria?
Non-existent. It's gone now.
Well, when we return, we do have Maria, and she is ready to tell her side of the story. So don't go anywhere. Coming up.
First, I wanted to say something. Are you seeing somebody else?
Caesar said he has sent you around $40,000.
There is no 40,000. It's not true. And he knows.
Hey guys, it's me, Teresa. I've been dying to meet you. Grab some spirits and wind down with me on Friday nights. Watch the new season of Long Island Medium for a special code word. Enter it online or scan the QR code. You could win a free reading with me. Now that's the spirit. When you look good, you feel good. Thanks, Lipazine. I'm Holly Robinson Petey.
And I'm Rodney P. Before Lipazine, my shirts and pants were getting tight, but my New Year's resolution was that I was not going to buy bigger clothes. Since starting Lipazine, I've lost 35 pounds and 4 pant sizes.
And I've lost 13 pounds. I feel younger, and I'm fitting into sizes I haven't seen in years. Lipazine gives me the freedom I need in my life. Freedom to eat where I want, freedom to eat what I love, and the ability to lose 4 times more weight.
That's why lipozene is America's #1 weight loss supplement.
When my doctor told me I needed to lose weight before my knee surgery, Holly and I knew that lipozene was the only one we could trust.
I'm very impressed with Rodney's weight loss. His blood pressure and cholesterol really improved. In a clinical study, people were not asked to change their lifestyle, just add lipozene. As a result, they lost 4 times more weight. And 78% of that weight loss was fat. Not water, but fat.
Lipozene has no harmful side effects, no caffeine, no jitters, no counting calories,
No frozen meal plans, no boot camp.
no prescriptions, and no cleanses. And lipozene has a 100% guarantee that you will lose weight.
Or your money back.
Order now, and lipozene will double your order for free, and then double that amount for free. So now you get 4 times the lipozene, all for the same price.
So get your lipozene now. You can still eat the foods you love and lose 4 times more weight.
Now you can lose 4 times more weight. Just add lipozene for only $29.95. Call right now and we'll double your order for free and ship it free too. And for a limited time, we'll double the size of each bottle for free. So now you have 4 times the lipozene for just $29.95. Plus, you'll get Metabo Up Plus to help boost your energy and metabolism. But you must call. Call 800-684-9058. 800-684-9058. 800-684-9058.
Wow, is that really me? Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Oh my God. I can't believe I have no lines in my face. It's a facelift in a jar.
We've seen the commercials all over TV, and you've seen the results on social media. This is one of the hottest products on the market right now. If you have any signs of aging, under eye bags, wrinkles, get ready to be amazed and excited. Plexiderm is what we're talking about with Melinda McKenzie, and you are a beauty expert who has seen it all, and yet you are still amazed by this product. And I want to just jump right into the photos because it's so spectacular to see those before and after shots. There are so many places on our face where we have visible signs of aging. Now, in this picture, we can see her wrinkles are primarily under her eye. Look how well Plexiderm performs here. Richie has had 3-dimensional under eye bags for over 20 years. You can't put moisturizer on, you can't put cosmetics on, right? It's not going to get rid of them. With the Plexiderm, look at the results he gets. His skin still looks like his skin, but the bags are visibly gone. Take a look at Plexiderm. You can control this pump so you can control how much you use, right? Check this out. Watch what happens when I start rubbing it in. Oh, it just blends right in. All you do is put it on your skin, let it rest for 10 minutes, and then you are good.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. There's been creams, there's been lotions, concealers. Nothing works like this.
I'm going to fill my bathtub with this stuff and get the whole body this time. Yeah, this looks really good. All these lines are gone. Amazing. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I look amazing. That's like so full of myself.
Plexiderm is a wonderful product. Look, these 10 years on it, it's a nice feeling on my face.
My problem areas are basically around my eyes, and Plexiderm makes such a difference after it was put on. It's like they're gone. They just disappeared.
After 15 minutes of applying this, there's no 11, and I look natural, and it's great. I like it.
If you have an issue under your eyes, that's really the main complaint that people have, men and women, underneath the eyes. It makes you look unhealthy. Oh my gosh. And it's the first thing people notice. So the beauty with Plexiderm is whatever it is that your issue When you're ordering groceries, you want the freshest, most delicious choices around. Whether it's for a quick and easy weekday meal or a sensational Sunday celebration, we get you. And we've got that. And that.
When it comes to replacing their windows, there's only one company to call, Renewal by Andersen. Call 1-800-423-5583 now. So what makes Renewal by Andersen so good? Fibrex material, an innovative composite material exclusive to Andersen that
Or visit us online at trysilk.com. Order now.
Imagine a better way to shave with no water and no nicks, bumps, or cuts.
Attention oxygen therapy users, your Inogen 1 may be covered by Medicare or other insurance at little or no cost to you. If you've been chained to an oxygen tank, then you know they're a burden.
Yeah. Yeah, shh. It's okay. Shh. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, stop. Stop it, Bear. Meet me, homie.
Listen, since you're playing catch up, I'm going to take the lead.
Welcome to Showtime and your special free preview.
I know you're keeping me hanging deliberately.
Watch free episodes and get Showtime Instant with your remote.
Oh gosh, I don't care.
They're coming for us.
All the stars.
You're meant to be here.
All the emotion.
It's going to be that supportive.
The alternative plan would be to say we either keep them up.
Quality product and product of the year. New Nugenix Total T is our
Oh
most
my
powerful
gosh,
man
oh
boosting
my
formula
gosh,
ever
oh my
because
gosh.
it boosts your free testosterone. Do you see that flag out front of my yard?
He didn't care that he was offending anybody. He didn't care that those dogs going into that yard was bothering Dave.
Like I said, you need to respect it.
He just didn't care.
This is it. This is the last warning I'm giving you. Do you understand?
It definitely made me more wary. It continued to get stranger and stranger.
The shed in Spencer's backyard was an eyesore. It was falling apart and it was rotting. It's a wonder it didn't fall down. It had collapsed. What are you doing? You gotta take this down. What? I'll help you. No, stop! This is infested. You've got termites. Dave was worried that the termites would get into his garage, and they would have really done some damage had they gotten into that. And you've got no right to take it down.
It was in the backyard. It wasn't up front. Nobody could really see it from the street. I just really didn't think it was that big of a deal.
Get off my property. He has a point, you know.
Greg is overly anal about everything.
It's about time you took that thing down.
I guess it didn't meet his high standards for what he thought a shed should look like.
What the hell is wrong with both of you? You're the one living in pigsty. Your place is an eyesore.
But he wanted everybody's to look like his.
What kind of vermin you got living in those weeds?
Greg and Dave had this thing. If we don't like what we see, we're going to make sure that you know about it. Almost like they thought that they owned the block.
Enough. Both of you. Get out. Now. Or what? Yeah. Okay. Have it your way. He just didn't really seem like he wanted to be bothered with anybody. He just wanted to be left alone, and that was where he stood with it. In a growing storm,
there is one bright spot for Spencer.
Bonnie's mother belonged to the same club that I did and set me up with Bonnie.
He was down to earth. He didn't have to like put on a front or act like he was something he wasn't. And if you asked him something, you could guarantee he'd tell you the truth, whether you liked it or not.
You know what? Cheers.
Spencer eventually asks Bonnie to move in with him.
Cheers.
Cheers, love.
She loves his untamed backyard.
There was a wild rabbit in the yard. It was a friendly rabbit.
So cute. And he'd come up and eat the carrots. Some of the people's yards were immaculate. Spencer's wasn't up to par in their theories.
This same yard continues to drive both their neighbors crazy.
First it was the dogs, then it was the shed, and now the guy's got weeds growing 6 feet high in his yard.
The more they talked and the longer it went, it seemed like the worse it got.
Next thing you know, my house is gonna get infested.
The more upset Dave got with the fact that nothing had been done with the shed.
We need to stop it.
Or nothing had been done with the weeds that were growing up.
How do we stop it?
It turns out Greg's got a plan.
I'm naked.
The township does.
First complaint was about the grass and weeds in my yard.
Yeah, so you gotta cut that grass back, get those weeds out of here. Just generally clean all the place up. Have a good day.
Are you kidding?
I was fined $600 for it, and I had to cut down the weeds.
My back.
This was you, wasn't it?
But that was just the beginning of harassment.
Spencer!
The woodpile was knocked over. The way Spencer stacked the woodpiles, it's not like the wind's going to get behind him. Somebody had to literally be in the yard and push them over. So obviously somebody seen me leave, knew Spencer had left in the morning, and did something.
Oh God, help me.
Greg had a boat in that township. There was a law that you're not allowed to have a boat, jet skis on your property, but it was never enforced.
Today, however, steep fines are levied for every infraction.
Dave and Greg each got one of these. Dave had jet skis.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Tell me how my jet skis are a problem. Do my job.
He was pretty upset because he had them sitting there and he had owned them for a long time.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And it was never a problem.
Hey. Government's got no friggin' right, sir. It's a free country. Go back inside, sir. Don't want any trouble.
Pretty much anybody that had anything got a notice. Everybody was upset about it. I had even gotten one because I had a boat in my backyard.
So you gonna tell us who's riding us out? Well, who do you think?
Jim. What's going on?
They felt pretty sure Spencer was behind them.
They think I did this.
They thought I was the one that did it, and I wasn't. I don't care what you have in your yard, but that really got them riled up.
He's making all of our lives hell.
Spencer did not like confrontation. He never has. He still doesn't.
Dave pours out his frustrations into the world of social media.
My neighbor is going to get the full Marine Corps attitude. He has the audacity to stab me in the back with this mess. Game on. His best is grass, and I'm the lawnmower.
We talked about, purchasing firearms in the event that certain political events took place, and that people should go out and buy firearms and protect themselves.
Government is overreaching again.
Facebook post clearly revealed that for whatever reason, and most likely related to his military service, that he was someone that suffered from PTSD.
The war is on.
Dave served in tough campaigns like Desert Storm and Desert Shield.
Being around Marines all my life, any Marine that goes to war is going to have some level of PTSD. There's no way around it. What they see, what they experience, will never be out of their heads.
Trespassers will be shot, survivors will be shot again. This property protected by a Marine, that's not an attitude that somebody should have. It had a threatening tone to it. Sure, people joke about stuff, but that was going a little too far.
You think I'm going to stand for this? You think I'm going to lose this war?
He went off on a rant about him getting this notice about his jet skis.
You did this, you bastard.
He was getting more animated and his voice is rising. I mean, you could see the blood rising up.
I'm going to teach the township and any friend of theirs a lesson.
And then I realized that this
Bear,
was
stop it.
more
Come here,
directed
Bear.
towards me.
Come here, Bear.
You think about that.
Yeah, it's rude.
At that moment, that's
Leave him
when I
alone. Migoo can do what he wants to do. You're not his boss. You're not the boss of Magoo. You're not. You really are not. He's older than you. He's older than you.
Grubhub.
Look
America's
at me.
leader
Turn
in
around here.
food
Turn around.
delivery
He's
just
older
got
than
better.
you, and he knows more than you, and he knows what he needs to do. He knows what he needs to do.
Introducing Perks. Millions of dollars in deals and free food nationwide. Download the Grubhub app today and get free delivery on your first order.
Oh my gosh.
Hi again. That belongs to me.
Hello, I'm Danny Thomas. Many years ago, I made a fantastic promise to build a shrine. The shrine is going to be a hospital for children of all races and creeds.
Oh my gosh, I'm tired.
And my father fulfilled his promise and opened St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. He believed that no child should die in the dawn of life. When St. Jude opened in 1962, the overall childhood cancer survival rate was just 20%. Today, the survival rate is 80%, but still, 1 in 5 children diagnosed with cancer in the U.S. will not survive.
The worst words you could ever hear is your child has cancer.
I was afraid, I was scared.
You just hope that it's wrong. Like it has to be.
Cancer doesn't care who you are, or where you're from, or how old you are. Children are fighting a battle they should never have to face. Together, let's end childhood cancer. Go online or call this number right now. With your $19 monthly gift, you'll support life-saving research and treatment and help St. Jude find new cures and save children's lives. When St. Jude opened more than 50 years ago, my father made a promise that no family would ever receive a bill from St. Jude for anything, not for treatment or travel or housing or food. We believe all the family should worry about is helping their child live.
Hope starts here. Hope's going to start with St. Jude.
You are in the absolute best place in the world that you could be in.
Discoveries made at St. Jude are shared freely so that more children can be saved around the world. That's why your donation is so important.
Oh my goodness.
So go online.
Plus, order and use this code
Oh my
now.
gosh, I
And
hate
you'll
these commercials.
Use your
I
credit
hate
or
them, I
debit
hate
card, and you'll get this St. Jude t-shirt.
Oh
that
my
you proudly
foot.
wear to show your
It
support.
just,
I think it's something that you never think is going to be part of your life. Wasn't my child.
Okay, I have to turn it off.
I can't.
I can't do commercials. My back feels so much better on this heating pad. Oh, thank God, thank God, thank God. Oh. Oh my God. So I guess you can hear me. So with my sort of issues, like either there are no men or there's like 5. And the first guy, he like, God. Like he's got the body of like a 22-year-old, 9.5 inches, older, but knows what he's doing in that respect. But then in another respect, he does the ghosting, which I don't like. And also we're in the same town. So it's like, that's bullshit. You know? Either if you want me, then you're gonna be with me and you're gonna be on me and in me and all the time. Like I understand he's working, so that first, okay, so he's dealing with somebody in the hospital, fine. Then he says he's at work, okay, fine. And then he says, I don't know what the response is. And there's also like demanding photos of my cunt, and I'm like, no, I don't do that. Maybe I'm the only woman in the world that doesn't, but I don't do that. And I'm like, respect my boundaries. You don't ask me to do something that I'm not comfortable with and like demand that I do it. I'm like, that's a number 1 red flag. Number 1 red flag that you don't respect my boundaries, you don't respect me. Also, number 2, he doesn't have a fucking place to live.
On ID and ID Go.
I'm in this house a lot of times by myself, and to have this lunatic next to me that I don't know what he's going to do, scary.
For reasons he barely understands, Spencer Newcomer is being targeted by his neighbors, Dave Wintermeyer and Greg Taylor, and they are turning others against him.
You know who's doing all this? Him. He's making all of our lives hell.
I didn't realize how much Greg and Dave had gone around the neighborhood and tried to stir things up.
They got much more cautious. Bonnie did not take the dogs out in the morning by herself anymore. Spencer would always have to go with her.
The threats continue to mount.
It was done in a way to send a message to me that it was a thought out type of thing. I mean, who puts the valve cap back on after they flat somebody's tire?
Spencer's back garden continues to be invaded. Whoever's behind it, they're just getting started.
Somebody had written graffiti all over his windows. It's getting worse.
Spence, what's going on?
It's definitely escalating.
I'm calling the police. I'm calling you because I'm having a bit of a problem and dispute with my neighbor. He sent
Not even Spencer's beloved dogs are safe.
Spencer,
something's wrong with the dog.
Something started getting violently ill.
Oh my gosh, Spencer!
Became very lethargic.
Something's wrong with him too.
So I took him to the veterinarian. The way the dogs acted in the test that the vet did, he said my dogs were poisoned.
There is no way to prove who is responsible.
I think that was the most upset that I've seen Spencer.
Fortunately, they survived and got better. But I mean, that just sort of, who poisons somebody's dogs?
what kind of sick bastard would do this?
Part of her, I think, was angry, but part of her was afraid that this was not going to stop.
If they're going to do that to an animal, what are they going to do to a person?
Spencer doesn't know who to trust, or if he can trust anyone at all.
What do you want, Greg?
Greg came out and wanted to talk to me.
I think things have gone a little far. No kidding.
He said, I just want to, live in peace and let's bygones be bygones.
I'm not part of this. What do you mean? I have nothing to do with any of this.
Then who does?
Who do you think?
Greg said no, he didn't do it. Dave did. He basically threw Dave under the bus.
Listen, I'll tell him to knock it off.
I shook the man's hand, and I thought, okay, that's great. Everything's over and done with now, and everybody can just go back about their business and have a pleasant, quiet life.
Spencer is wrong. There's no peace.
I just cry at the end, which was pretty shocking.
So what did he say? What do you think, jerks?
I feel like I need to do
It was obvious that there was instigating going on.
You know,
Gotta keep it up. Somebody was pushing Dave to do more and take more action. It's close to breaking.
I think that he was using Dave to fuel the fire.
Starts him right after all that he's done. The way he's treated you, it seemed like he was feeding Dave stuff to make Dave call a township. Guy's out of control.
That's why they had slaves, because they were clean.
No, he could be innocent.
They treated us
Question
as animals, you know?
Who's going to stop him?
I don't think, like most people, Mr. Wintermeyer was all bad. Far from it. I think he had probably as much good in him as just about anyone else. But I also think he had demons that he struggled with, right or wrong.
And it seems lately, Dave's demons are winning the battle.
I do not sleep well at all. I'm up most of the night. PTSD from wars. It's been a long time.
People that have PTSD have triggers. And when those triggers happen, it takes them to a different place. And they react on those triggers in a lot of different ways.
There's dogs on my property. Weasels.
Hey! Good boy.
He would come out when we were down at the chimney and just kind of like stand at the end of the yard and just kind of like glare over at us.
I still carried my pistol outside for fear of being attacked in my own yard.
Oh, you smell. You smell some food? Huh?
He's too good. But Spencer and I were taught and still believe that it is not just your right to carry a gun. It is really your responsibility to protect your family, to protect yourself. You should always carry.
I had my permit for 21 years, and I had never had an occasion to draw a pistol on anybody.
Things get worse when Bonnie's backyard pet is found mutilated.
I was outside one day, and this rabbit is dead. Propped up on my chimney. Its neck and front legs had been broken.
Breakfast.
I did not tell Bonnie about it right away because I knew, how worrisome that would be to her.
I know I heard reports of vandalism and killing a rabbit and all that stuff. Okay, that's not Dave. Dave doesn't poison animals. Dave doesn't do things to a wild animal. That's not Dave.
Now this is going beyond just property. Now this is into animals' lives, torturing. It's just a whole different ballgame. It's an act of terrorism.
I think that Dave was going to kill him.
We were listening to his calls. It's just ungodly.
I wanted him to say it. I wanted to get it on the table.
It looked like he had seen Satan or something. He was scared.
Because when it comes, they're going to come hard. And I can't take a chance of you folding.
Children go every day and see their parents never kill them before.
That's the language of a killer. The Devil Speaks, all new season, premieres Monday at 9, only on ID and ID Go.
In the last year, there were 3 victims of cybercrime every second. When a criminal has your personal information, they can do all sorts of things in your name. Criminals can use ransomware, spyware, or malware to gain access to information, like your name, your birthday, and even your social security number.
That's why Norton and LifeLock are now part of one company, providing an all-in-one membership for your cyber safety that gives you identity theft protection, device security, a VPN for online privacy, and more. And if you have an identity theft problem, we'll work to fix it with our $1 million protection package.
There are new cyber threats out there every day. So protecting yourself isn't a one-time job, it's an ongoing need. Now is the time to make sure that you have the right plan in place. Don't wait.
Norton 360 with LifeLock. Use promo code GET25 to save 25% off your first year and get a free shredder with annual membership. Call now to start your membership or visit lifelock.com/TV.
Do you use sleep equipment? Did you know manufacturers recommend that you wash it every day using soap and water? What a hassle. That's a lot of work. Fortunately, there's an easy option. SoClean is the fast and simple way to maintain your sleep equipment. With SoClean, all you need to do is put your equipment in, close the lid, and walk away. Just one touch, and SoClean does all the work for you. SoClean saves you time and it saves you hassle. Plus, you have the peace of mind that your sleep equipment is maintained every day. You can try SoClean risk-free for 30 nights. Even shipping is free. Plus, for a limited time, get 30% off. Call 1-800-507-6317 or go to SoClean.com to take advantage of this risk-free trial. Call 1-800-507-6317. Now, so fast, so easy, so clean. Introducing Flawless Contour, the first rose quartz vibrating facial massager with 2 cool-to-the-touch rose quartz massage heads to help rejuvenate, tone, and depuff tired-looking skin.
My husband even said, "You look younger. What is it that you're doing exactly?"
Roll gentle waves of soothing vibration designed to help stimulate blood flow and collagen production for radiant, younger-looking skin. Attach the cooling eye press to help reduce puffiness, swelling, or dark circles. Use Contour with your serums or creams to promote deeper penetration and a reduction in fine lines and wrinkles.
It's a little bit of self-love that you're doing for yourself, and it feels so good.
The Flawless Contour Facial Massager with Rose Quartz Roller and Eye Press is at myflawlesscontour.com for only $19.99. Or call 1-800-960-3830. Order right now and get free shipping. Be beautiful. Flawless Contour.
Tuesday.
Before Dennis, my mom had a lot of debt.
He had money. The biggest argument that Dennis and Susan ever had was about family. They found the body, didn't tell us who it was.
Relatively Evil, all new Tuesday at 9, only on ID and ID Go. If you think about your own car, it's your own little sanctuary. And even though you feel safe, you may actually be in danger of any moment.
She's terrified of driving alone at night. I would tell him, please don't pick up hitchhikers.
The highway that extends across the country is going to be been anywhere.
Highway to Hell, all new Saturday, November 16th at 10, only on ID and ID Go.
Wintermeyer and the other neighbor went back and forth.
So what did he say? Jerk's clueless.
Talking about how Spencer was weak, how he had no guts, and how the two of them were essentially closing the walls in on Spencer.
Things are so tense for Spencer Newcomer and Bonnie Henderson. They're not even able to spend time in their own backyard.
Can I help you?
Like, do you not have anything to do?
I'll snap your neck like a twig.
He just stood there like a statue and stared at us.
And it creeped us out enough that we went back in the house.
Come on, let's go inside.
I did not see any way of engaging Dave without things escalating into a violent confrontation.
No matter how much Spencer tries to ignore his neighbor, the provocations keep on coming.
I did not realize how closely they were watching. They must have saw me leave and waited till I left to come over. I built this wood rack so that it couldn't be tipped over. They came over and busted up the wood rack.
Greg is obviously twisted in some way that he just likes to stir the pot.
You think this will work?
Oh, yeah. The other neighbor was pure and simple an enabler. You know, I think he's someone that had no desire to confront Spencer directly, but he enjoyed egging on Wintermeyer, who was a more aggressive personality.
Hey, we should get going. It's gonna be back soon. All right.
Let's go.
Nice job. I've had enough of this. Hey, you okay?
He was right here. That's so creepy.
Bedroom window was maybe 4 to 6 feet from the wood pile.
Get inside.
I'm scared.
Spencer decides to take action.
Spencer, come inside.
I called the police. They just said there was nothing we could do about it.
Look, it's too late today.
They pretty much took all this as a big joke.
You gotta do something now.
Calling the police for Dave just added fuel to the fire. It just made him madder and madder and madder.
Everyone, I think, probably has this vision, right or wrong, that the law supports just about any type of violence as long as it occurs on your property. There's this sort of fundamental understanding of we can physically assault him, you can do anything to him as long as he's on your property. It's probably a complete misunderstanding of the laws of normal society.
Friday night, Spencer is determined that he and Bonnie spend some quality time at home.
We're just sitting back there, drinking a beer, relaxing, talking about our days.
Little does he know, it makes them an easy target.
Spencer had no idea that these neighbors were texting with each other and egging each other on.
Hey! Keep your friggin' dogs off my property.
She did not know Spencer was sitting on the deck because of the way our chairs were positioned, and he was yelling basically at me.
If they come back here again, I will make you eat their crap.
He was screaming at Bonnie
I will physically hold your head down and make you eat crap.
that he was going to come over there and force her to eat dog.
You hear me?
I'm not a big woman, so for me, he's overbearing, and it's scary.
And if Spencer doesn't like it, you can tell him to come out here right now.
I was experiencing several emotions. One was just incredulous at it, that he's really thinking he's going to come over here and force her to eat dog crap. Not going to happen. The other part was fear. I mean, this guy is just totally unhinged now. And the whole time, Greg is peeking through his fence, watching the entire episode go on.
Hello.
Monday morning,
Interesting.
I'm going into the
I'm
police
really glad I
department.
didn't kind of wait around the
Going above
apartment
the
all
heads
day for
of
you to come over.
the officers I spoke to. Okay, this is a serious
I guess
situation.
you do your thing,
And I
I do
expect
mine.
action to make this stop.
Find a way.
Greg's not waiting till Monday. He and Dave plan to wake Spencer up Saturday morning with loud music and provoke a final confrontation.
I think their goal was to kill Spencer.
But things don't go as planned.
Spencer's routine was to take the dogs out in the morning before he went anywhere, and I think he was running late, so he walked out the front door.
Hey, Spencer! Got a sec? I'm late. Oh, really? Where are you off to? Corvette show.
It just seemed odd, like he was trying to hold me up.
Was a stall tactic.
Dave came racing out of his house, right down into the street.
Hey.
Extremely agitated.
You need to take care of your dogs. I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of the crap on my lawn. That's bull. They're never over them.
He started screaming about the dogs.
Are you calling me a liar? Listen, you take care of your property, I'll take care of mine. Yeah? You can run, you can't hide, you piece of crap! Hey, I'm going to get your dog right now! Enough this to stop!
I took that as a direct threat that he was going to hurt my dogs and mine.
Oh yeah? What's your problem with me, man?
He wasn't walking, he was storming, he was charging towards me.
You're my problem!
I was back into the corner with nowhere to go.
And those filthy dogs! I had enough of you and I had enough of them!
I thought I was going to die.
I'm sick of it!
There's no question in my mind if that man would have got his hands on me, I'd be dead.
Thanks for calling Capital One. This is a tough idea! Please enter. Get back. Card number.
I expected, when I said to get back, that his demeanor would have changed. It did not. Somebody had found her that morning. She had been raped. She had been murdered.
This wasn't his first time around.
He grabbed me from behind and he picked me up.
I didn't want to believe my dad was that monster. And what is he known for? A serial killer? I've never said that until today.
Shatter, all new, Wednesday at 10 on ID and ID Go. Tuesday.
Before Dennis, my mom had a lot of debt.
He had money. The biggest argument that Dennis and Susan ever had was about family. They found a body, didn't tell us who it was.
Relatively Evil, all new, Tuesday at 9, only on ID and ID Go.
Grubhub, America's leader in food delivery, just got better. Introducing Perks. Millions of dollars in deals and free food nationwide. Download the Grubhub app today and get free delivery on your first order.
Hi again. That belongs to me.
Tuesday.
Before Dennis, my mom had a lot of debt.
He had money. The biggest argument that Dennis and Susan ever had was about family. They found a body, didn't tell us who it was.
Relatively Evil, all new, Tuesday at 9, only on ID and ID Go.
This is your home. It is your safe space.
The family had been held hostage.
Either he let his killer or the killer had.
Wish I could tell them to have never gone to that house. Home Sweet Homicide, all new, Thursday at 10 on ID and ID Go.
All the weeks and months of harassment.
I will make you eat their crap.
And stalking and threats.
I'll snap your neck like a twig. I've had enough of this.
We're leading up to what was going to be a physically violent confrontation.
Neighbors Dave Wintermeyer and Spencer Newcomer have reached the point of no return.
What's your problem with me, man? You're my problem. And those filthy dogs. I had enough of you and I had enough of them.
When I looked into his eyes, I saw rage. He just was totally unhinged. When I looked down, that's when I saw him pulling a pistol out of his pocket.
It turns out Dave was unarmed. He was reaching for his phone.
It had the same contoured texture of like a Glock type pistol. I called 911, identified myself, briefly explained the situation.
Yes, We're murderer! She said, you murdered him. You murdered him. I said, I didn't have a choice.
Oh my God, what happened?
He was going to kill me.
I'm shaken. I mean, how do you feel when you see something like that?
Are you the shooter? Yes, sir. My firearm is in the car. Turn around! Ow!
Stop hurting him!
Back away now!
And I said, you know, is that necessary? I mean, it's not like he wasn't cooperating. I didn't believe it. I said, this is an awful joke. This is not even funny.
Can't be. Not like that.
For his own safety, Spencer is held in solitary. He spends 9 months waiting for his trial.
DA was considering a death penalty. And that is the smallest that I've ever felt. And the most hopeless feeling sitting in prison and having not one, but 2 different lawyers tell that to you. And that's when I knew I had a real problem.
It looks like an open and shut case until the defense subpoenas Dave's phone records.
The text messages were a roadmap that led us to his state of mind. When Spencer left that morning, it was no mistake that Wintermeyer was out there. The text messages showed that he was planning for the confrontation.
Hey, I'm going to get your dog right now! And that's just the start!
With this new evidence, the jury renders its verdict in record time and declares Spencer innocent.
When I heard the verdict, it hit me hard. For justice to have not been served for something like that, for a guy like that, it's just not right.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt, I know that he would not have taken his weapon out if he did not feel like his life was in danger.
Outraged. How come they didn't reveal anything that Dave had done up until that point that he was killed? Not for his country, not for his community, not for his friends. Those jurors didn't get to see the real side of Dave.
There's very few people like him left in the world. And to lose him is
so tired.
A year after the shooting, Spencer returns to his home on Sylvan Drive. Greg still lives next door, never charged for any crime.
How Greg felt about Spencer moving back, honestly, I don't care. In my opinion, he's 90% of the cause of all this. Eventually, karma's going to catch up. When I first got home, anytime I would be outside, everybody else would go inside, or they would cross over to the other side of the street and head for home.
He feels bad. You know, obviously, he would have never did it. And he regrets it every day.
I'm very sorry that this entire incident happened. I did not want this to happen. But I did not have a choice.
Lauren, meet your new neighbors. How's it going? Nice to meet you. These are my boys.
Getting along with your neighbors means getting along with their kids.
I don't think they got off on the right foot ever.
And sometimes that's impossible.
Oh, come on! Get out of my yard.
Why did it take you so long to get here?
Well, I think they've given up on the police being the solution to the problem.
It's all fun and games.
Hey, get the hell out of my house! You shut your mouth!
Until someone loses their life.
You leave my boys alone? Is that a threat? How would I threaten you? All he kept bringing up. How he hated his neighbors. He had guns planted all over the house. Challenge a man with a gun. What are you going to do? Shoot me? Now he's got to prove that, yeah, I'm going to shoot you. Just utter chaos.
You are crazy!
You did this!
Just a short drive away from downtown Cleveland you'll find a neighborhood where time stands still.
Old Brooklyn in itself has kind of been stuck in a time warp. I mean, all the way from the buildings to the people, just nothing really changes in Old Brooklyn. It's a typical middle class, smaller homes, older homes.
Here we are, your new home, friends.
For Terrence and Regina House, Sky Lane Drive is now home.
You want to see your room? Are you coming?
Yeah, I just got to do one thing first.
Terrence is a firefighter, and Regina devotes her time to raising their son, Ethan.
Terrence is a hard worker, and we firefighters that worked with him. Never afraid to go into a difficult situation.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I guess that's what we are. I'm Terry. This is Regina, and the little guy who just went in is Ethan. Hi, I'm Joe. Nice to meet you. Actually, my wife and I live right across the street. Nice to meet you, Joe.
Detective Joe Baventi is with the Cleveland Police Department. He's lived in this neighborhood for years.
So, fireman, huh? So the residents who brought you guys here?
Thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah.
Have to reside in the city of Cleveland. Old Brooklyn may not be Terrence's first choice of neighborhood, but it does seem like an ideal place to raise a family.
It's gonna be a great environment for the little guy out. It's a great place for kids. You know, neighbors.
And his neighbors are proud to call Sky Lane Drive home.
Hey, bring those up to the house later. I'm working late, okay? Thank you.
Roland Feitner is a Vietnam War veteran who has lived here for 20 years. Since the death of his wife, he's been raising his two sons, John and Jacob, on his own.
He was very devoted to his family and keeping a roof over their heads. Hey, Roland, come over and meet your neighbors. Hey, how's it going?
Feet.
Good. How you doing, Terry?
My crusty feet.
Even tougher. These are my boys, Jacob, John. Nice to meet you. Listen, really nice to meet you both. I've got to get off to work. You good? Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you. See you, boys.
I don't know how he does it. Working those long hours, raising those two boys.
Mr. Fiker worked at the steel mill. I believe ran a crane for steel mill, and he was very strong, very dedicated.